Hey guys, what's up? It's Dr. B. Let's talk about Steph Curry today. So, he's playing against the OKC Thunder right now. The series is tied 3-3. They're fighting to survive so they can go on and finish off the season, finish off the best historical season of all time in the NBA. But let's see what's going on with him. If you've watched any of this series, even if you watch towards the very end of the season, you know he's not himself. He's the best player in the NBA. He's not really shooting that ball right now. He's making a lot of turnovers. He just doesn't look himself. So let's get into it. He had a relatively healthy season, right? He only missed about 2 games. Right at the end of the season, he sprained his ankle. Everybody freaked out, okay? He's been plagued with ankle issues. The most recently, probably the last 5 years, he had an ankle surgery back in 2012. Prior to the surgery, they did some testing. The ligaments were strong. MRI showed no damage to the ligaments in there. Just needed to go in there and clean up the joint, had it scoped. Cleaned up some scar tissue in there, some little bits of cartilage, bone spurs, and whatnot, and they were kind of on their way. That was best case scenario. He went into rehabbing that ankle, but the trainer he was working with decided to take a little bit different route and focus on the hips. Some of you might be wondering, why would you focus on the hips if you have an ankle issue? Well, if you think about it, it's not very confusing at all. So the hip works in concert with the knee works in concert with the ankle. They all work together as a unit, and that makes them work more efficiently. So if you have a breakdown in the hip, a breakdown in the knee, a breakdown in the ankle, that's going to affect that chain of joints and the performance that you're going to have. So you get all your power from the hips, and so that's why they wanted to focus on the hips. Strengthen those hips. That'll unlock the ankles, allow him to be more mobile, more agile, more quick on his feet, and hopefully, they wanted to use this strategy in order to decrease ankle injuries in the future, and it's worked phenomenally. He only missed about 2 games this season, as I said, but then unfortunately he sprained his ankle right there towards the end, missed a lot of the Houston series, but guess what? He came back, sprained his knee. He's been struggling with that, and then now he's kind of had some elbow issues. So what's going on? Basically, he was out for a period of time with the ankle, trying to rehab that, get it strong. Became a little bit deconditioned. You could tell he was a little bit winded out on the court, but he came back. The ankle wasn't fully 100%, and that affected the knee. Sprained his knee. They went in, did an MRI. It was just a grade 1 sprain, no damage really. Just stretched those ligaments a little bit more than they needed to be, and so he's kind of been playing through that injury, trying to rehab it, but you can just tell it's really affected him. And now he's kind of got a little issue with his elbow, and that's definitely affecting his shooting. He lives and dies by the 3. So if he's not shooting well, if he's not playing well, the Warriors aren't playing well. And guess what? That's got him into a little pickle right now. It's 3-3, and it's kind of up in the air as to whether or not they're going to be able to pull it out, win Game 7, and move on to the finals and play the Cavaliers. So let's talk about this, guys. Let's have a little bit of a discussion. Feel free to contact me on Instagram at SportsPod. You can also hit me up on Twitter at TheSportsPod, and hashtag AskDrB. Hope to hear from you soon. Have a good one.